Hello, beloved. Welcome. This will be your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those keen or interested, I offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. Without further ado, let us tap into this energy. Let us tap into this reading. Let us tap into this message here. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed here. With this Wheel of Fortune reversed, someone is facing a bad luck energy, misfortune energy. Okay, somebody is facing misfortune and bad luck. Misfortune and bad luck. This is the energy that somebody is tapped into at this time. In their world, in their life, in their reality, okay? This person is behind the scenes with this suffering, behind closed doors with this suffering, in secret, in discretion, in hidden energy with this suffering, because they're trying to hide the humiliation, the embarrassment, and the guilt that they're in, okay? The shame as well, okay? We have the Ace of Swords reversed. Yes, somebody is not well in the mind, because the Ace of Swords energy rules the brain. So the brain in the reverse means that somebody is, by way of their own psychological development, somebody is disfigured or dismantled, or there's a disorder, an illness, a condition, a sickness. Somebody isn't well in the mind in a specific manner here. They're facing some form of Ace of Swords energy, and they can no longer hold it together. We have the Strength reversed. They can no longer keep it up or act or pretend or fake the funk, the foe. They can no longer be in this state of being, this predicament, this circumstance, this scenario. Like somebody can no longer hide it. Like it can no longer be something that they fool themselves about or lie to themselves about, because they're living it to the extent that they've lost control in this Ace of Swords reversed energy. While with this Empress, somebody sees you living different, sees you being different, thinking different, feeling different. Someone, when they look at you, they further drive themselves in this Ace of Swords reversed energy, because they can't accept or process the fact that you are mentally healthy and they're not. On top of being mentally healthy, you are a woman of abundance or a man of abundance, by way of your own mind, your own emotions, your own thoughts, your own actions. It calls in and manifests good things of abundance into your life, while this person is stuck in some mental entrapment, bound to that, and they can't leave their own mind. No one can. We have the Eight of Cups reversed. You have to master it, you have to learn it, you have to love it, embrace it. You can't run from yourself. This person is trying to run from themselves, flee from themselves, escape themselves, because they're trying to reprogram their mind. This person has been diving deep into a rabbit hole of information, knowledge, wisdom about how to leave your own mind and enter a new mind, but they don't have any luck doing it. There's misfortune and bad luck all around, that even if they were to have an answer to get a solution, it would still go wrong, because they're trapped, bound, and stuck, and in entrapment and in bondage with misfortune and bad luck, with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This person feels like so much time is passing by and they're not living. They're alive, but they're not living. They feel like they're just a walking corpse or coffin, or they rather would be unalived than live like this, because there's nothing to what they're living. It's not convenient, or it's not productive, it's not real, it's not healthy, it's toxic, it's dark, it's sick, you know. So the more time passes and they watch themselves spiral, and you are not in that energy, they further go down the rabbit hole of their own Ace of Swords in the reverse, like their own loss of mind, okay? Because you have your mind on lock or intact, or you love your mind, or you know your mind, or you've learned your mind, you've mastered your mind, while they lost in their mind. Hence they're in loss of mind energy and trying to flee, escape, and run from themselves mentally. Somebody's trying to reprogram everything that they know into a different dimension or different paradigm, or into a different reality, world, and life, so that they can live a different perspective or viewpoint or understanding. Because whatever it is that's going on mentally is the reason for someone's whole life being in the state of being of bad luck and misfortune. Their disorder did this to them, or their illness did this to them, or their sickness did this to them, or you know, their disturbance did this to them, their condition did this to them, you know, mentally. And now them trying to appear a certain way in front of people so that people don't look at them in this way, it keeps backfiring. Justice to the Eight of Wands reversed. They're trying to work on appearances, image, status quo, reputation, and it keeps backfiring. They keep trying to maintain it, and it keeps backfiring. They keep trying to upkeep the energy of being this person that is okay and fine and doing well, or trying to be okay and fine and do well. But as the day goes by and the nights go by, somebody keeps losing their mind. Somebody keeps losing their mind as the days and the nights go by. They keep losing their mind, okay? And it's something that they can't live with anymore. Because they can't say, oh, I'm just going to call upon and manifest a different mind. No, they have to go deep into their mind to crack a code, or find a key, or unlock a key, a code, or bring forth change by way of a key or code of their own mind, their own brain, their own understanding, perspective, and viewpoint of reality, world, and life. So no matter how you flip it or look at it or see it, it's the same energy where somebody needs to know their mind in order for them to be able to even program it or condition it or base it off of something else. They need to know their mind, so they don't. So with this Fool reverse, every day, every night that goes by, they lose the connection to their mind, literally. Every day, every night that goes by, somebody loses the connection they have with their mind. It can't be maintained. You can't upkeep it. You can't, try to protect your identity when you are in this energy, because it just keeps getting worse. It just keeps getting worse. The suffering continues, even if they're in silence about the suffering. because of whatever shame, guilt, humiliation, and embarrassment, they're still suffering. And the people they're trying to upkeep and maintain themselves for by way of appearances or image or caliber or reputation or status quo, those people are not facing whatever mental entrapment or mental trap, mental cage, or being stuck mentally. They're not facing that. This person is, and they keep losing themselves in their mind. Five of Pentacles, this is like not having anything in you to rebuild or to heal, or to rebrand, revamp yourself, or to start over, fresh new beginning, start over, fresh new energy, start over, fresh new start. This person can't call upon that. They can't be in that energy. They're just a lost soul or lost cause, or they've lost themselves in this energy, okay? This person could have sought help, or they could have seeked the help or been in seek of it before things escalated, accumulated, and got worse over time. Before they fell into what they now see as a curse. With this Ace of Cups reversed, somebody sees themselves as cursed, hexed, or jinxed. Okay, they see themselves in this energy, in this state of being, and they're in paranoia about it, insomnia, loss of appetite, okay, lack of sleep, being introverted, being extroverted just to cope, like just a lot of coping systems or coping mechanisms to keep themselves going, or to upkeep themselves in this energy, to maintain and keep being this way. But like I said, somebody is trapped in their own mind. Eight of Swords to the identity card reversed. Imagine being trapped in yourself and you don't know who you are. That's how it feels to be this person. They're trapped in their own mind and they don't even know who they are. And that entrapment keeps worsening. Okay, because every time they wake up, they have to worry about, oh, how they looked at, how they viewed, how they seen, how they understood, how this one feels, how this one thinks. Instead of going to seek help, they keep sabotaging themselves for people and then going back where they are alone and just being so suicidal or wanting to be unalived or being in coffin energy because they're just not okay, not fine. They can't do it for people anymore. This is what I'm seeing here. Let's tap in further to the energy. They can no longer do it for people. They have to do it for themselves. Because the very same people they're trying to hold it together for don't even know what the depth or the deep truth of this mental situation is. They're having a rude awakening about that, oh, it's just me in this energy. I'm the one facing my own demons and I don't know how to get out. Somebody can't get out of whatever they're facing. They want to get out of their mind. Like somebody wants to leave their mind. They're obsessed, fixated, and fascinated about mind control. Hence, they're going down a deep rabbit hole of researching that. They want to learn mind control. Why does the Empress keep coming up here? You keep coming up in this energy. Look, the Muse of Emotions to the Empress. Somebody wants to exchange energy so they can be you. Somebody wants to siphon and harvest your energy so they can be you, so they can stop being who they are and be you in every single way. And how they want to do it is somebody wants to access your world. They want to access your energy in your world, life, and reality so that they can be able to tap in and live a different life, hoping that it will heal their mind. Because somebody views you as a woman that has everything that they want, or a man that has everything that they want. They view you to be somebody in a position of abundance to give resources mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You can offer things that they need in order for their healing to activate, So that's why they want to come forward. Somebody just wants to step forward. They want to be in your energy so that they can live exactly how you live, so that they can be you. Hoping that it will help whatever energy this is to die off in their own mind. They want to use you as an elixir, as an answer, as a cure, as an antidote to their mental insanity or craziness or unstableness or imbalance or mental unhinged or mentally unhinged, mentally deranged. They want to use you to cleanse that energy off their mind. They're obsessed with your reality world and life because they look at you as having the source of energy they need when they look at your life. They look at the vitality of your health and how you are, and they look at it as a way out of how they are. So they want your attention. We have the Six of Inspiration here, Six of Wands. Somebody wants to be noticed, they want to be acknowledged, they want to be validated by you because they want you to help them change their DNA. Because when somebody changes their mind, they change their DNA. You know, the brain chemical activity, it all shifts and transforms and transitions and changes into something else. So somebody wants you to tap them into a new paradigm of thinking, a new paradigm of reality in their mind, okay? They're tired of living with this sickness, this illness, this disorder, this dysfunctional energy, this distraught energy that is destroying them. Temperance in the reverse here. They're lost in it, unable to tap out of it, and they want to learn mind control, but the only reason they want to learn is because they want to use those methods and techniques when they're in your energy, in your world, in your life and reality. They want to actively leave their mind to be in a new mind. We have the Five of Voices in the reverse. We have the Priestess in the reverse here. So with this Five of Voices in the reverse, here, this person is willing to do whatever it takes to access you. But the way they're going about it is very dangerous or a menace or a hazard energy because they're desperate. It's not like, oh, I want to be in this person's life. It's like, I need to be. Like, this is it. Like, this is what I need to do. And when someone is in that energy, they're capable of anything. So at this time, whoever's going to try and siphon and harvest from you, looking at you as a source, is someone to stay away from. They're going to do whatever it takes to tap into your energy, though, is what I'm seeing with the Priestess reversed. Every type of dark thing, evil thing, wicked thing, to sabotage everybody that's connected to you so that they have a way in. They're willing to do that. Because when they look at you, they look at like a dream life or a fantasy life, or they go deep into their imagination, so much in depth that it just takes them like a vortex or a portal, and they're just like, oh my goodness, like look, no, like it's bad. Someone's obsessed with you, obsessed with who you can make them be, and every time they stalk and watch you, they just grow more obsessed. They're obsessed with your world, life, and reality and what it is. They're just obsessed. The fascination, the fixation, it keeps growing and developing on a daily basis, and it makes them delusional. So when someone starts to be delusional, they don't think things in a way that is of truth for the reality. They make up their own things and want you to be in that energy also. Like, yes, that's what I said, so that's what it is. But that's completely absurd. Someone's delusional or delusionally obsessed. They want you to change their life. We have the Hermit. Come into their world, life, and reality with your energy so that their life is different. They leave your world, life, and reality as a delivered person or saved person or an anointed person or high honor person or an official person because of who you are. That's what they want. That's the obsession, the fixation, the fascination. They just can't process the fact that you exist. They look at you as like a god or a goddess. That's why they can't process your existence. It's like, oh my goodness, look, this person is around, this person exists, this person's energy, this person's this person's that. We have the Knights of Materials to the Three of Emotions reversed. Everybody connected to this person knows that they're obsessed with you. People are not going to be surprised if this person does things out of desperation to access your energy. They're not going to be surprised at all because they know that this person has always had an obsession with you. People around this person are the same as them, just delusional. So they also contribute to this obsession that they have, this fascination, this fixation that this person has. These people contribute to it. That's why this person can't change or heal or transform or transition or shift who they are, because they're living in a karmic cycle, a loop, and they can't make their way out. We have the Four of Emotions here, the Four of Cups. People around this person can't speak life into them, only you can. Things around this person can't give them life, only you can. That's what they feel and think. They only look at life through that lens, that perspective, that understanding that once I'm in, I'm healed. And by in, they mean once they're connected to you, they're okay. They're gonna be okay. But this person is a desperate person that when they access you the way they want to access you, they'll do you wrong. They'll do you dirty. They'll do you foul every chance they get, because there's something evil and wicked about them, sinister, sadistic, masochistic about them, and their sickness. Because there's a reason it developed the way it did and they let it get this far. They romanticize their own mental disorder, mental sickness, mental illness, mental condition, mental disturbance. They were romanticizing it. Literally, like making it something of a trophy instead of an issue, a problem of life that needs a solution. And now that things have gotten out of hand, they want an elixir, they want a cure, they want an answer, they want an antidote. It's no longer fun and games or toying with their own mind, or it's no longer good to lose their mind in that way. The delusion is no longer functional. They need a new system. They want to build a new identity. They want to be someone else. They want to manufacture a new personality. This person wants to be you. We have the Nine of Materials, and that's the truth. That's why they'll do you wrong, they'll do you dirty, they'll do you foul, because they want to be you with the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Materials. It's like, once I get what I get and it makes me who I am from this person, I'll just shape and mold myself to be exactly like them. And already, because I'm with them in their world, life, and reality, there's this connection. Nothing can stop me. That's how they feel and think. The Chariot reversed. That's literally what they feel and think. Like, oh, it's just gonna keep happening on its own. I'm right there. I have access. I'm in their world, life, and reality. It's me. This person will go as far as identity theft. So beware, be wise, be careful. This is somebody to stay away from, okay? Stay away from whoever this is. They're not well, okay? They're not present in their own mind, their own subconscious. They're just a delusional person that didn't seek help when they needed it. And now things have spiraled out of control. Knight of Emotions, Knight of Cups. Now that things have spiraled out of control, they want help now. This was your message from the divine. This was your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those keen or interested, I offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. Thank you so much once again for your time, beloved. See you soon. Goodbye.